What's up, everybody? It has been too long. You know what I'm saying? We've had like -4-degree weather out here. I think a lot of the nation has had like this huge Arctic blast of Arctic tundra air or whatever coming through, and it has just messed everything up. But we are outside today. Finally got a day in like the 40s. We're gonna go handle a couple things, ride with a couple of the boys, but I do want to talk to everybody. We're 2 weeks into 2024. Let's talk about what is going to happen this year. What big rides are going down? What big PEVs are coming out? Who needs to know what is going down? What my opinions are on the scene right now? How everything's growing? How everything's changing? How everything's evolving? No pun intended, but yes, let's talk about it. But right now, let's gear up, get out on the road. We're waiting for a couple of the boys right now, so we should be out shortly. All right, so we are with a couple of the boys right now. We got Alex on his one wheel. We got the homie Turp Gobbler on his Suron, and we are just out here, you know, living life. It's a warm day. Mind you, I keep warm in quotation marks because in reality, it's like 40 degrees. So it's still cold. I mean, my fingers hurt a little bit, but we outside. You know what I'm saying? All right, so where is the electric culture going? And is this turning into an electric culture? Is this a culture? What is culture? Culture, by definition, is the customs, arts, social institutions, and achievements of a particular nation, people, or other social group. So I guess you have to ask yourself, is that what we're doing with this? Or are we just a bunch of people coming together for a hobby? Will 2024 change that? Micromobility is changing so much. I mean, every day, but every year you see it advancing and advancing. E-bikes and scooters are getting so popular, which in turn, you're seeing a lot of people move from one wheels, move from e-skates to things that they can do more. I guess it would be serious commuting. EUCs, scooters, is that just because of range? Or why is that? Are we moving more towards personal transport that we can still have fun on? Y'all tell me, let me know in the comments. I mean, I think that legislation is gonna have a huge thing to do with how all of this ends up working out. What is gonna be legal, what is not gonna be legal. Because right now I can still go play on my Suron like I'm doing now, here in the grass. And I mean, I guess if I had a dirt bike, I could still be outlaw style and riding all around here. But I would probably get stopped by either a cop or a ranger or a city worker or a Karen. I mean, Karens with cell phones can be just as bad as a security guard with a radio. Just as bad as a cop. Let's not forget that. And I'm not trying to act a fool in my local community. But getting back on the subject, if they start making it to where we have to plate these and we have to have licenses and registration and everything like that, is it going to stop me from being able to ride my Suron on trails like this? Now, are one wheels still going to be capable of riding on trails like this? Because right now they get away with it, but I guess in some areas it is either a gray area or it's a straight up black and white thing. No, you cannot ride your one wheel on this trail. And we even have some trails out here in Colorado that, as popular as the one wheels are, they still cannot ride on them. And that is just, I mean, any ranger, anybody sees them, anything like that, and they're getting kicked off. Not to say they don't still ride them a little bit. Not mentioning no names though. I'm not trying to.
A couple of weeks ago, I was riding here, and like I was coming this way, and there were these old people like walking right in front of me, like not even trying to get out of the way. So I ride past them, and they're like, "What? Say something next time." I'm like, "You're right, you see me, and you keep going." You
see me, bro. Look, it's solid like glass. Oh, on your left. Thank you. Y'all have a great day.
It's different when they're literally like walking towards you and they see you and they don't move.
Bro, I feel like they're just mad. Someone like that is just mad because of what you're riding.
Right? Like, not my fault. I got a cool toy.
Yeah, it's not my fault. Like, I try to be as respectful and polite as possible.
Always.
But yeah, so that gets me back into the more popular all of this becomes, obviously Uncle Sam's going to want to get his fingers in this. So do you think eventually One Wheels are going to need to get like registration and licenses? Because that would suck. Like, that would really suck. I know that for the longest time, I'm actually, guys, I haven't even said this on my channel yet. I am now eligible for my driving privileges, which means that I can get me a freaking driver's license, guys. Woo! I mean, it's going to be a process. I have a whole bunch of other stuff I have to take care of first, obviously. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it. But like I was saying, back to subject again. Jesus, I get off subject so often. I rode my electric skateboard everywhere, and I still ride my electric vehicles because even though I'm eligible for my license, it doesn't mean I have my license yet. But I do not have a driver's license. A lot of the people I know do not have driver's licenses for whatever reason. Not just because they're restricted, not just because of DUIs like mine were, but because personal reasons, because life gets in the way of a lot of things. And speaking of life, I know that these things have done wonders for people's mental health, for things like that, for people's mental stability. Me and my boy right here, David, we get out. I mean, both of us ride religiously, not all the time together, but both of us ride all of the time because we go crazy when we can't get out. Like, we have to be able to get outside. Same with Alex here. We have to be able to get outside. We have to be able to express ourselves. And this is how we express ourselves. Now, if they start putting registrations and legalizations, and the more popular all of this gets, is it going to be a good thing or is it going to be a bad thing for people who do just want to have fun? For this group right here, we use our PEVs for just about everything. So yeah, I just want to know what your guys' personal thoughts are on moving forward with more legislation, moving forward with registration, things like that. I guess all of that can be grouped into legislation. So just let me know in the comments what you think we should try to do as a community for 2024, for PEV rights, for PEV laws. Keep it the same, leave it alone. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Okay, so now that that's out of the way, let's talk about new toys. What is everybody thinking for 2024? Are Light Bees still going to be the dominant bike out there? Is Suron still going to be the dominant bike out there? I seen Ride Cake just came out with a smaller, Cake Bikes just came out with a smaller bike. Talario, we know, has been a hitter in the game since they came out. But 2023, man, they absolutely just rocked it, especially with the release of their new bike. They released a full-size bike as well, and the Triple X. Oh man, the red Triple X's, I don't know if you guys have seen them. Those are gorgeous bikes. But yeah, Talaria is becoming just about as known name as Suron is. Let's not forget about Super 73, who has stayed in the game. We are thinking with all these electric dirt bikes and everything popping up, I think people are kind of starting to leave some of the bikes with pedals out of the mix. And I still think an e-bike with pedals is almost necessary. A, it gets your cardio going, it gets your blood flowing. B, you don't get looks like that while you're out on the trail, while you're pedaling your bike around. They're smaller, you can take them inside of the store. This is a nice little spot we come and we smoke at. Probably shouldn't do that, that's rude. Yeah, as he does it. Be right back with y'all, folks. We're here for a nice little smoke break, as you guys know we do on all of our rides. We'll probably smoke right now and then probably go get some coffee and keep riding. We're about to pull up and see how conditions are over here at the little pump track. This little spot is just too much fun, honestly. but I don't know how muddy it's gonna be. Oh, my suspension is fucking clapped. That shit is bad. Woohoo! Now see, that's my question, is like, are one wheels gonna become obsolete? Will that be something that nobody's really riding anymore? Or will smaller PVs continue to dominate the market? Because right now we're seeing a blow up in these larger vehicles, I guess they would be. I truthfully don't really consider them toys much anymore, especially the Sur-Ron. Even my drift trike. I mean, my drift trike is an absolute blast. It's fun like a toy would be. However, it's not. Woo! I mean, like I said, it's fun like a toy would be fun. Toys are fun. That is what toys are. However, it's big. It's large. I mean, to transport it anywhere, you're not just throwing it in the back of a car and riding around with it. You know? It's not that easy. Now, that's the same with the Sur-Ron. You're not just chucking the Sur-Ron in the back of your car, taking it to the park, you know, and scooting around. However, my Sur-Ron, I can ride over to stuff like this and still have fun on it. We were actually just having a conversation with a couple of police officers at the coffee stop, and they were very, very interested in the bike, saying they wanted to get them. Then we were riding and we had a couple cops waving at us, and it just really, we started talking about how the police really aren't bothering us on our Sur-Rons. We've never really acted a fool though. We've never got out there. We don't have a huge stunt scene. We definitely don't have any riders that are out taunting cops or anything like that during group rides. We've never been pulled over, shit like that on group rides. So they really don't have a reason to hate us. And we keep it like that because we don't want to give them a reason to hate us. We want them, we'd like the police to actually have a part in our rides. Come out, have some fun. Let's spread some awareness. Let's teach some people more about electric mobility. I am not against the police, people. I am really not. I'm not against legislation like we were just talking about. I hate to take one topic and drag it back into the first topic, but again, I'm not against all of these things. I think that there's a certain way to go about it, and I'm not even saying I necessarily know the right way. That's why I'm talking about it on my channel. I'm asking, what do you guys think? This isn't a video of me just talking about how I think it should be. This is me legit engaging and asking you guys, how do you think things should be done? How do you think things should be handled? As far as legalities, as far as involving police and group rides and stuff like that. Woohoo! Bro, it feels like a motherfucking summer day out here with the boys. Oh, what's going on over there? Do we crash a birthday party?
Is that what that is?
I don't know. Where's our Willy machine? Oh, there he is. Congo line? Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I love this little pump track. You don't really get air, but I mean, let's face it guys, I'm not gonna lie, for YouTube, I can't really jump my bike that well anyway. So even if there were big jumps to do, I wouldn't be out here doing them. Woo! That one's fun though. Woo!
It's a fun little track.
It is a fun little track, bro.
Yeah, it is.
All right, what do you guys think? And start heading that way? Now let's get back into the topic of the new things. 2024's new things. Evolve Skateboards just came out with a BMX bike. I mean, they've done pretty good over the years with their skateboards. We all know I have my history with Evolve, but that is my own history. That is not really, and it never really has been about their products. Their products have always been good products. I still stand behind their boards, stuff like that. However, it's interesting to see them break into the electric bike market simply for the fact that, yes, Evolve is a big corporate company, and that's one of the reasons a lot of people don't like them. However, with that big corporate company comes a corporate company mentality. This is true. But that mentality also looks at the market, also sees what the market is doing, and basically adjusts accordingly. Now, is there a reason Evolve skateboards started coming out with bikes, with e-bikes? I personally find that a little odd. Not odd, but I mean, it's hard to make sense of why they started doing that. It's hard to make sense of why they would move over into the e-bike world when they seem to be doing so good with electric skateboards. We all know what happened with Boosted when Boosted boards went over to scooters. Woo! So I just made the sound effects because I don't have special editing software where I could throw like the cool ass little bomb in there. So basically, yeah, that's what you guys got. You guys got me doing my own sound effects. Ooh, we got hood dogs. We got hood dogs. Hot dog. Hot dog. My bike is making a noise that I do not like, though. I don't know what that's all about. It could be a couple different things. Doesn't sound good. Let me check and make sure my motor's not like loose or anything substantial. Check my belt. Belt's still good. Okay. Good. Oh yeah. I'm guessing what it is, what it usually is with my bike is a loose chain. It's probably a loose chain. I know that there has been a few new electric unicycles as well to hit the market, and we're talking big boy EUCs, getting into the 50, 60 mile range and 75 mile an hour classes, which is actually pretty insane for any PEV. Craft and Ride sending me text messages. Make sure you guys go check out Craft and Ride. If you guys are not hearing my music like you guys are usually hearing, I know that my music, some people love it and some people hate it. I am one of those guys that usually has a portable speaker on there. But I no longer have to use my portable speaker while I'm riding my bike, at least, because our very good friends, Rasta and Gisela, picked us up some Cardos. So me and Priscilla both now have Cardo X2s, which I am so freaking pumped about, but I have my music in my head. It makes me so hype when I ride. And I like it because I can communicate with my wife. As a lot of you guys know, my wife is one of my biggest priorities while I'm riding, is to make sure she is safe, make sure she's with me, make sure she's having a good time, etc. And the Cardo really helps us do that. No, this video is not sponsored by Cardo. I do not have a code for Cardo. It was a gift from some friends, and we are beyond grateful for it. It's great to have such good friends. A lot of you guys who watch will meet them when we are out in Tampa this year. They are the people we go to our events with. We go to eSkateCon. We went to eSkateCon 2 years now with this couple. Great people. Very good company, fun to ride with, just good stuff. So yeah, big shout out Rasta and Gisela for the Cardo. I know all you guys are probably thankful for it. You don't have to hear my freaking music in all of the videos anymore. It's just all up in my head. So this right here in itself is another aspect that a lot of people going into 2024 need to realize. 40 miles an hour is the new 30. I remember when I first got into this, 30 miles an hour on PEVs at a group ride was pretty intense. Like that was hauling ass. But now it's not. Now 30 has became normal almost. So we're doing 40 right now as a little group. And this is just bikes. The only reason we weren't going faster earlier was, like I said, we had a one wheel with us. So in 2024, our bigger, faster PEVs going to take over for that reason alone. Speed and range. There's only so much you can get out of a one wheel. In my experiences with the risk versus reward, there's only so much you can get out of an electric skateboard. Personal opinion, just my personal opinion, folks. Boom. So we have now broke away from the boys. We are solo dolo on some running errands type actions. I gotta go back downtown, go pay a utility bill, stuff like that. Stupid adult stuff. I mean, new year, same bills. Who fills me on that? I know, if anything, y'all definitely fill me on that. But yeah, so I broke off with them. I don't know. I'm way up here. I'm like, yeah, I'm way up here. Ooh. But it's okay because I have this huge motoclops battery that takes me wherever I want to go, plus more. You know what I'm saying? This 72 volt 42 amp hour has acted better than, man, than any other 72 volt from other people that I've seen. I haven't personally had a different 72 volt. I've just seen different 72 volts. Why am I pulling over and stopping right now? Because I got to adjust my face mask. Y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all know how it goes. Face mask adjustment is key. This person right here probably thinks I'm up to some sketchy shit. Or maybe they're up to some sketchy shit, but they just circled around. It's okay though, because I am going to be out of here as soon as I get this other glove on. See what this guy's going to sit and stare at. That brings me into next. All the talk about all these new things coming out. What events are going down for 2024? Where will you catch me? Well, let me tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, I will be at all of these Sur-Ron Mega Rides, all three of these Sur-Ron Mega Rides. That will be Tampa in March, Chicago in June, and Vegas in late September. Eastgate Con 2024 is going down, and I know that they are working on it to bring a bigger event than they always do. I mean, each year it's gotten bigger, each year it's gotten better for the community. So big shout out to the people at Eastgate Con. I personally won't be able to attend that event, but yeah, it looks like it's going to be a fun one. We got the homie SoCal Legend setting up, coordinating the races that are going on in it. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what they do with that event this year. Another big one that has been making a big wave is Electrify Expo. Electrify Expo is making 8 stops this year. That's right, you heard it, 8 stops. And it's going to be very interesting to see what happens at Electrify Expo. This is an event where they have been unveiling new models of not just personal electric stuff. We're talking, they're unveiling new electric cars, new electric sport utility vehicles, anything electric, and they are dabbling into it and showing it off. It's just great to see. There's 8 stops on that event. I'll post it right here, show you guys where those are. I am going to be at the Denver one for sure, possibly a couple other ones. We have some things we're working on right now that's in the mix. Stay tuned for some pretty big announcements as far as all that goes. I'm sure I'm missing a couple of them. Float Life Fest 2024. I haven't heard much about it, but Float Life Fest always goes on no matter what's really happening. That is for the one-wheelers. Hopefully Seek and Shred does something pretty cool. I don't know if you guys know of any other big PEV events going down in 2024. Make sure you drop them in the comments. If you want me to be part of any of them, you want to set up some kind of group ride, you want to get something popping, make sure you hop in my DMs. Make sure you send me an email. Yeah, let's work, let's collaborate, let's do some big things this year. I had actually just got on Facebook the other day and I came out and said, you know, it's never been a secret. I mean, I've never really even made it a secret or been quiet about it on my YouTube channel, that I am not the biggest fan of Denver. I never really have been. There's been differences between me and some of the ride leaders in Denver for multiple years now. And I just came online and said, quite frankly, I'm sick of it. So I am squashing any of that stupid little drama, beef, any of the stuff that I was involved in, the negativity. I'm just dropping all of that for 2024. I'm trying to work with as many people as I could possibly work with, trying to collaborate, trying to bring this community together and show the world what big things we can actually do, and show this community what big things we can actually do if we come together and look at collaboration over competition. I think that that's something that's really important, is especially in something as niche as the electric community. We're not just talking electric bikes. We're not just talking, we're talking everything, all PEVs, all electric vehicles, really, guys. If we all start working together and coming together as a community, we can do some really big things. If we can't do anything, we can at least bring a lot of people a lot of joy around the whole world. And at the end of the day, that's kind of what all this is about, right? It's having fun. It's just being in your own little world, out riding, out enjoying the sunshine. I mean, I love riding with my wife because she is just always happy when she's riding. As long as she's riding, she's good. She doesn't really mind what we're riding, where we're riding, how we're riding. She just wants to ride. And I think that that's cool. I've always admired her for that. I've always thought it's really cool. I know I say it in all my videos, but yeah. She's just been working a lot lately with all the changes we have going on. We have to find a new house. That's just been a pain and a nightmare. So she's been out there putting in extra hours at her work. Big shout out to my wife. She's an absolute queen, an absolute beast of a freaking person. If it wasn't for her, none of this would really be possible. None of this would really be going on. I wouldn't have the time to film. I wouldn't have the time to get out and ride. I wouldn't have the time to do these big miles like I'm doing. She's my biggest support. She's my biggest fan. She's my best friend. So yeah, now let's talk about riders for 2024. Suron. Keep an eye out for my boy Willie Stunts. Super talented individual. Whole bunch of drive behind him. He's definitely on the come up in the scene for sure, making his name known. Big shout out Willie Stunts. Another one, everybody knows him, but his social media following is not the biggest, is Cowboy. I'd love to see a little bit more work come out from Cowboy. Suron London, of course, has been blowing up. God, One Wheel scene, I want to say it's going to be Bodie's year, Bodie Harrison. Big shout out to my boy Bodie. Everybody on the One Wheel factory team right now doing the damn thing, getting paid, living their dream, riding One Wheels professionally. That's a huge step, not only for One Wheel, but for PEV riders all over the place, is to actually get a factory team together of riders that can do R&D, that are willing to put in the miles, that are doing things like that. You see a lot of people these days, and I just actually seen a post about it. People get so sad and mad about why other people are getting sponsored, about why they didn't get sponsored. Guys, this is not just a talent thing. This is not just a This is a networking thing. This is a big thing. This is something that it got to be more than talent these days to ride for a company, to have a sponsorship behind you. Are you good with people? Are you good with the community? Are you rude to people? Nobody wants to sponsor someone who's coming online and telling all their followers that they can suck a dick. I mean, that's just not the image a lot of companies want. Companies don't want that, oh, I'm better than everybody image. No. You want to be a company person, you want to be a company rider, start with being a community person. Start with being a community rider. Focus on wanting to do this because you want to ride, because you want to further the community. Don't just try to get sponsored because you want some free stuff, or you want the clout, or you want whatever it's going to be. No, that's ridiculous. But yeah, guys, I think 2024 is going to be an amazing year for PEV. It's going to be an amazing year for me, amazing year for my family, amazing year for my marriage. It's just going to be a good year. Now, don't get me wrong, I've had struggles already this year. I've already had things pop up that have made me pretty upset, that have been some pretty big life-changing things going on. And it's just been tough to kind of route around. It's been tough to keep an optimistic and a positive attitude. But I'm here and I'm doing it. And I think that even with those minor setbacks that have popped up, I hope I'm still going to be able to do some pretty cool things this year. So thank you to everybody, as always, for watching this video. I super appreciate you guys. Let me know what you guys think of 2024. Let me know what you guys think it's going to become. Let me know. You know? And I'm pretty sure because of that douchebag, I just scraped my peg. My powder-coated peg. Oh man, this is a bad detour. What the hell happened? Looks like a water pipe busted. Well, yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I greatly appreciate you guys. And that's a wrap.